Welcome back to Dirty Water Coins and Collectibles. In front of me here I have a package from eBay. I ordered 2 sets. They are 2017 enhanced. I think they're mint sets or proof sets. I can't remember off the top of my head. But they're the 225th anniversary sets. Not a lot of people are aware of these. I did tell Let's Look Brad about these. He was able to pick up a set or 2. I did tell Urka. If you guys don't know who Urka is, he's part of our Discord server group. Also part of Copper Coins. AKA Eric Maith. That's his actual name. And he went nuts buying a whole bunch of these. Come to find out, there is the Sacagawea dollar in these, and a lot of them seem to have some sort of doubling. We don't know if it's incuse doubling, which I don't think it is. I don't think the lettering is incuse. But almost every set has doubling in it, and apparently it was a big thing in 2017. So let's pop these sets open. Take a look at the coins so you guys can see what they look like. They're really cool looking. The enhancing is pretty much around the devices, the lettering. So it's kind of proof-like, and the rest of the coin is like a matte finish. So let me cut this open, get out the sets. I'll bring you back in. We'll take a look at them just with the camera, and then we'll put them under the scope, take a look at some of them. I'll be right back. So I did pick these up from Kedzie Coins on eBay. At the time, I want to say they had 6 sets. I had bought 2, which will leave them with 4. I'm not sure what they have still, but the sets were around $25 a piece. Plus tax, it was free shipping. These sets in 2017 through the mint were $29.99. I want to say something like that. So these were actually cheaper than when they were released in 2017. And again, these are the 225th anniversary, and there were only 225,000 mint sets made, or proof sets. Let's see what they are. I keep saying mint sets. I want to say they're proof sets, but I don't remember. Oh, an uncirculated set. So 225th anniversary enhanced uncirculated set. And these are San Francisco minted. We have 2 of those. So let me pull out one set, and we'll kind of, like I said, look at them just with the phone, and then I'll set the tripod up and we'll look at them under the scope. So I'll be right back. All right, so here is the certificate. If you guys want to pause this, take a look at that. And then we have that. Okay. And that. We'll put this to the side here. Here is our zoom in. You can see better. So you can see on the devices they're shiny, like you would have on a proof, like all around here. In God We Trust is shiny. 2017 S is shiny. In God We Trust. So all the devices right here, like this Lincoln. I actually found one of these roll hunting. It's kind of like a goldish toned color. We have our Sacagawea dollar, which we'll look at that under the scope shortly. We have all of our quarters, so you can see it here much better. All the proof-like devices. Got a little toning on that one. Reverse is pretty cool on these. Yeah, that's cool. I like the Ozark Riverway. The rest of these is mainly just around the rim here that I'm seeing. Don't see much else on the reverses of these. Okay. And then we have the reverses of these. The Kennedy $50 is really cool looking. I like that. So again, we're going to check that for doubling, or I don't know what it is, to be honest with you. And actually, Blue Ridge Silverhound just released a video about this penny being one of the lowest mintages for the Lincoln cent. You can pick up one of these pennies graded for like 20 bucks. But like I said, I got the whole set for 25. And I think, personally, I've talked to Let's Look Brad and, like I said, Eric Maith, Urka. I believe these sets are going to be sleeper sets. They're only 225,000 made. It's a specimen type set and very low mintage. So if you have the opportunity to pick one of these up, I would suggest doing so. I think it's a very cool looking set. A rarer date set, I guess. All right, let me get the tripod set up. We'll take a look at this coin here in both sets. See if we have any doubling in United States of America and this cursive writing out here. I'll be right back once I get that set up. All right, here we go with the first dollar coin. And yeah, here we go. We got some doubling under United. So you can see, where's my, you can see doubling in the U, right under here in the U, in the N, right there, right here in the I, down here, in the T, the top of the T, the E, and the D. This E is pretty good, doubling right there. Let me zoom in a little bit for you guys. You can see that. Right under here, the D up top. You see what States looks like. States isn't bad. Not a ton on the S, a little bit on the T. The A, this T. The E right here, the S.
I'm gonna go take a shower.
All right, sorry, that was my son telling me he's taking a shower. Without asking, imagine that. Right here, we have the doubling in the O. Let's see. Now, America. Don't really see much in America. And let's see what this cursive lettering looks like here. Let's see. There's a little bit in the G, the W, the Y, right at the top. The G, we have doubling right up in here, and the Y. Some doubling in the A, right up in there. You got more here. Oh, sorry, let me pull this down. So the top of the D, bottom, the inside of here, a little bit right in here. It looks like a B maybe. Down here in the J, or a P. I don't know what that is. BP. No clue. And then the R and the A are pretty nice. Right here, all the way up top there. The A. Now down in here, this is like mechanical doubling on the CLV. Let me spin that around. Okay. See, like right in here, like the fingers right there, right in here, definitely right in there. That looks doubled to me. Right in there. I'm still zoomed in so you can't see everything that I'm talking about. But like I said, the fingernails right in here, right in there, back here. That kind of looks doubled to me. Maybe inside the cuff. We'll get to see on the other dollar if those areas also look doubled. And then again in here, this looks more like machine doubling. That's not raised off the coin. So this area in here, the voided area, that is in use from here and here. And this is the same height as this out here and the rim out here. So the devices are not in use. I don't believe that they're in use. They look to be raised. And if that's the case, these should be double dies. All right, let me get out the other set. Not seeing anything in here. Seems to be on the outside of the coin here. So let me pause you and I'll be right back. All right, pulled up the second one. Let's take a gander. There is United. All right. So United appears to be doubled, but not as strong as the other one. But you can see on the outer right side of the letters, we've got doubling right there, but definitely not as strong as the first one. Let's check out states, see if it gets... Now it is stronger in states where the other one wasn't. So we have doubling here, doubling on the inside, right out here, a split right there, looks like a split serif, doubling down in here, same on the outside right there, a little bit in here, T, the E's doubled right in that area, splitting right in there. See this S. That's cool. Looks like a little bit of separation right there almost. Doubling here and right there. Check out that F. That F looks really cool. Oh yeah, check these ones out. Look at the separation here and here and there. We have separation out here and under there. Let me zoom in just a little bit for you. So there's the F, O and the F. Let's check out America, because that looks really cool. A good amount of splitting there. It's got to be a double die. Let's see how that could not be. Look at that I and the R. That star. And the star looks weird. It doesn't look doubled. That looks like machine doubling almost in that. We have down here, that's really cool. Look at that. A V or a squiggle or whatever that is. Now it's kind of tapering off, not as strong. And let's check the fingertips. Let's pull back on the zoom a little bit. Yeah, see, these don't have that same look. Like the doubling in here and in here. There's nothing in here. The other one, it kind of looked like the hand was shaking a little bit. Had that little 3D glasses look to it. And now this one has a little bit up in here, but not down in here. I'm going to go with doubling. I truly believe that that's doubling. It's not incuse. Those are not incuse letters. Let me know your thoughts on this. If anybody has done research on these 2017s, I don't know what that is. Something in there. If anybody has done research on these, I would, all ears, I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. That's really cool looking. I'm stoked with this one. I like the doubling on this one. That's awesome. I'm not feeling that star though. The star looks completely different. So that's kind of throwing a monkey wrench into things. I don't know what's going on with that. Let me know your thoughts on what's going on here. That V or A or whatever that is, that's really cool looking too. I like this little area. There we have it. I'm going to look at the other coins just to be on the safe side, but I haven't really seen anything in terms of doubling on those, so if I do see something, I'll bring you in for that. But other than that, I hope you enjoyed this out of the ordinary video. I thought it was kind of cool just to show you these. Again, I believe that these are sleeper sets, so at least try to pick up one, I would say. Try to get a good deal on them. If you enjoyed this video, please give a thumbs up. Thumbs up. Thumb to the side. But rather a thumbs up. Right down here in the lower left-hand corner. Consider subscribing if you haven't done so yet. It really does help out the channel. I'd love to have you as part of the group. Throw some comments down there. Tell me what you like, what you don't like. Please consider hitting that notification bell also so you get notified on all of my upcoming videos. I want to thank you all for watching. Let me reverse this around a little bit just so we can see what's going on. Yeah, it's still doubled. I want to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.